Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lavinia and I post beauty videos regarding makeup, skincare, acne positivity, and just making you feel good in your own skin. Today, I'm going to be doing a Your Skin But Better tutorial and just like my little tips and tricks on how to feel more confident in your skin without wearing makeup, without covering your acne. These are the tips I always use. I'm going, pretty makeup free today. I have some lip product on, some brow gel in which I'll go through all of that, but I'm actually going to a skincare event today where there's going to be influencers. They're all going to be there with their perfect skin and with their makeup and everything, and I was like, you know what? I have these two cysts that showed up. I want to feel confident in my skin, so therefore I'm going to not wear makeup and let my skin show, and that way I will feel like I'm taking back control over my acne. And this is really my tips and tricks on how to ultimately look good without makeup when you have acne, and make yourself feel good, because that's the most important part. So, but before we jump into that, if you want more discussions on, feeling more positive and feeling more confident, other than like a tutorial like this, go check out my podcast, Loud Talk with Lavi. We dive more into the mindset side of things over on there if you're interested. But without further ado, let's get into this no makeup tutorial.
Tell me, baby, what's the problem? I keep trying to figure it out. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so let's just get started. I have a little latte here. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is remove my pimple patches. Let me bring you guys in a little closer. So I love to wear pimple patches because I got these cysts last night and they're doing their thing. Let's just remove these. All right, so now that those are all off, I'm gonna go wash off my face. I don't always wash my face in the morning just because I do have really dry, sensitive skin, but since we took off those patches, I'm gonna give my face a nice rinse and I'll be right back. Had the skin dry and then wash my hands real good too, since we're gonna be touching the skin. One of my top secrets for feeling confident in my skin is definitely skincare, as I just mentioned, but anything glowy is gonna make me feel so good. And not only, applying products that make the skin look glowy for the short term, but also for the long term. So I love a good vitamin C serum. Recently I've been using this one from Herbivore. This is the Nova 15% vitamin C and turmeric brightening serum. I love turmeric. Turmeric's an amazing brightening ingredient, but also vitamin C at 15%. And this one doesn't sensitize my dry skin, my dry acne-prone skin. I know a lot of you guys are scared when it comes to vitamin C and acne. With this serum, you don't have to be afraid of that. It comes out this beautiful yellow color. I'm gonna take like half a pump more, and it has a really nice feel to it. It's like a thin serum consistency, and the yellow just disappears into the skin. It has like a bit of a turmeric smell to it, which honestly I don't mind at all because I just don't really love products with added fragrance to them. But when it's like the natural fragrance of the ingredients, I'm all for it. And just blend that in. And I love vitamin C because it helps my skin look so bright and beautiful. I love wearing it during the day because it protects your skin a lot more from environmental stressors, because it's an antioxidant, so it'll fight off free radical damage. It will also help boost your sunscreen, which is amazing. And overall, I have a lot of acne scarring, as you can see, and vitamin C is one of my favorite ingredients for targeting that darkness and brightening it up. And I just feel like this serum gives me that instant glow, but then I also know the ingredients in there are really helping give my skin that like prolonged glow and also those results in the long run as well. I've been using this serum for about a week here, so not a super long time, but so far I've really been liking it. I like that it doesn't sting or sensitize my face when I apply it. I know you guys are sometimes kind of scared with vitamin C's because it can be irritating to acne depending on how it's formulated. That's the key. This one right here doesn't sensitize my skin. It just feels really, really nice, and it kind of leaves a tacky feel where it's like, okay, this actually feels really hydrating and kind of moisturizing at the same time, even though it's a serum. Like, it just leaves the skin feeling really supple. That's definitely the way to put it. When it comes to vitamin C, the key thing you want to look at is stability, and with this formula, the vitamin C in there is extra stable. It's ultra stable, so you don't have to worry about it sensitizing your skin or going bad fast, because I know vitamin C is, oxidize really quickly, and you have to be careful about storing the formula. This one right here, because of its stability, it's gonna have a long shelf life, so you can get full use out of this bottle. I'm gonna take some more of this on the neck too, but I love products that not only make my skin feel good, but I also love products that just give me the results and have ingredients that I know have like science-based results in them. So I love this. I love the feel of it. It just has such a supple feel, and I love a good stable vitamin C serum. Vitamin C is one of my go-to ingredients in the morning for that bright skin look in, you know, the moment and in the long run. So this has been my go-to recently with traveling. Next, going right back in with pimple patches, but switching to like a more invisible one. I just find pimple patches make me more confident because nothing is worse than having a cyst like this on the face, going out about your day, and then the cyst breaking in the middle of the day, and then you have to go to the bathroom, you have to clean up the blood and the ooze. Like, I know all of my pimple girlies out there have been there, so this just makes me a lot more comfortable because I feel like, okay, you know, I can be out and about with my acne and nothing weird is going to happen. So I just apply those right on the spots. I love these ones because they disappear really well into the skin, and they do slightly bring down the redness. They're pretty transparent, I have to admit. Like, I wish they did have a bit more coverage to them, but I do get why they're transparent also. Grab another one there and just pop it on. You want to put on your pimple patches after cleansing on dry skin for any skincare. So on, and they're staying. Okay, next up, when I'm not wearing makeup, the thing that makes me so confident is if my skin just feels good. If my skin throughout the day feels tight, irritated, you know when you can feel like your skin's red, that's when I start to feel less confident in my skin, because I'm like, oh no. And anytime my skin feels plump, we're having a good day. Even if I have, you know, like these painful breakouts, I want the rest of my skin just to emulate like glowy healthiness. All right, next I'm gonna move on to some eye cream. I don't really have dark under eye circles, but if you do, I recommend maybe getting like a tinted eye cream or something so that you don't really have to like wear makeup, or just a brightening eye cream in general, and gives it that cooling effect. So in the morning, if I'm ever puffy, this just helps depuff. So I like using skincare like this that can kind of, you know, mimic the results that I would want with makeup without, you know, necessarily wearing makeup, and then I just am able to embrace my skin more. I also find just like spending these, you know, 10-15 minutes in the morning doing my skincare like this makes me appreciate my skin more, which makes me more comfortable in it. All right, next up, sunscreen. Use a sunscreen that makes you feel good. That is the #1 thing I can emphasize. Of course, you already know, 2-finger rule. But sunscreen is so important on acne-prone skin. Well, everyone's skin, but especially if you deal with acne and acne scarring. For anyone who says that the sun will cure your acne, it won't. So make sure that you're applying lots of sunscreen. I don't know when I apply sunscreen, I like bob up and down. I don't know what that's about. But make sure you are applying your sunscreen every single day. Take it down the neck too. Just fully blend it out. Whenever there's a day that I feel bad about my skin, and this trip that I'm on right now, I woke up ready to go, and I woke up with these 2 cysts. And the first thing that came to my mind was, I'm not gonna wear makeup to tonight's event. This was yesterday, because I find when I feel really, like when I wake up feeling bad in my skin, like when I say I literally have to force myself out of it, I literally have to force myself out of it. And the best way to do that is just make it like a set rule of like, okay, I'm not going to do this, and that's that. And then trust me, like once you push yourself out of your comfort zone like that, you just have to feel good. Like that's the only solution. And kind of putting yourself in the situation of like, I don't actually have a choice here, can actually help. I mean, at least it helps me, I would say. I'm gonna add a little fragrance. I'm going a little out of order, but fragrance always just makes me feel confident, because then I'm like, oh, I smell good, I feel good. I'm using La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier, one of my favorites. Okay, next up, I'm gonna do some brow gel. I don't know what it is, but when my brows are in place, I feel so good, and I just feel like it frames me and it makes me feel put together. And acne can make you feel so like gross and not put together, especially that's a huge misconception of, you know, maybe feeling like people make assumptions about you and assume that you're not clean and not hygienic and not put together. And I just feel like when I do brow gel, like it's all these little things that just help me throughout the day. When I do brow gel, it just like makes me feel put together. I love it. Like I love that, and I just feel like it's such an easy way to, you know, frame your face without makeup. And if you like to fill in your brows a little bit, go for it. I don't really count that as like wearing face makeup that much. Now comes my steps that are completely optional, but these just kind of help me feel like my skin but better type look, if that makes sense. So some people would count this as makeup. yes, I guess in a way it is, but it's not like coverage. It's just like illuminated, like a little loomy glow. And I just feel like, as I said, like if my skin looks glowy, I feel 10 times more confident in it. So I just like using products like this that make my skin feel and look glowy, and then I just feel 10 times more confident in it. So totally optional step, but I just like using any glowy primer. You can even find like more skincare based products like this that have that glow to them. Of course you don't need it, like we applied the vitamin C to make the skin glow from within anyways, but this is just like that extra glow. And then going along with that, you can use some like bronzing drops. I'm gonna take this on the back of my hand. There is something about being tanned in the summer that makes me feel unstoppable even if I have acne all over my face. It's just something about it. I just feel like it looks so pretty. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of these bronzing drops. These are pigmented, but they still blend into the skin really nicely. And I'm just gonna apply them on the perimeter of my face, kind of doing like a contour with them, but nothing too intense here, but just bronzing up the perimeter of my face. You can kind of drag it down too, and I love how a bronzed skin looks. Really nice and simple, nothing too drastic, but do you see how that kind of shaped my face kind of nicely? I'm gonna apply some to my neck as well. Another tip that I have for you is if you're not wearing makeup like that day, focus on all the other things that make you feel pretty. For me, one of the big things is doing my hair. So I actually do like heatless overnight curls usually. I put in the rollers overnight and then my hair is nice and curled. You'll see it right now when I take off the headband, but that kind of helps me as well. I just love that sort of look. When my hair's done up, I feel 10 times better. So whether I'm curling it or doing a really slick back look, that makes me, if I'm going for like the clean girl look, I'll definitely do like a slick back bun, because then it's like boom, I'm clean, I'm snatched, all of that. So it really just depends on my mood that day, but doing your hair I think can be such a tool that can help when you're struggling with your skin, and like vice versa. And then obviously like doing your skincare the way I'm doing it now, and then an outfit. People always underestimate how a good outfit can make you feel so powerful. Again, I feel like some people would consider this makeup. I don't. It's just a color correcting cream, but I just take a bit of it like that, and you'll see when you start to blend it out. Actually, I applied too much over here. When you start to blend it out, it kind of blends into a neutral color. Do you see that? Yeah. So it kind of acts a little bit like a redness corrector, but it has like, I wouldn't say it really has coverage to it, because you can still see the acne underneath and everything, but it definitely reduces redness. So this is one of my go-tos. Like, I don't use this every day. Actually, like for school, I always just do like regular skincare. I kind of stop after sunscreen, but on days where I just want a little something, or I'm like, you know, my redness is really getting to me, or my face just, you know, looks, or my acne just feels like it's really out in people's faces, a green corrector like this can just help you boost your confidence a little bit, but your skin is still there underneath. You don't feel like you're caking on a bunch of foundation, and at the end of the night, it's so much easier to remove. And I find setting myself up during the day to feel my most confident for taking off my makeup at night is a trick that not enough people talk about, because I think one of the worst parts about having acne is, you know, doing your makeup, that's fine, you start to feel a bit better, you go throughout your day, you feel more confident in your makeup, but then comes the nighttime when you have to take the makeup off and you feel awful. You are staring at your face and you like don't even recognize yourself. Like, that is the worst feeling. So by doing my makeup like this, I feel like I'm avoiding that as much as possible for like future me, and setting future me up for like a great night where I can still feel confident in my skin, because there's not gonna be like a drastic change when I take this off at the end of the night versus like a full face of makeup. I am gonna grab a bit of powder, and no, it's not for like my face really. That green correcting balm, you don't need to set it, it's just like a moisturizer, but I'm gonna take a little bit of powder, and I take this powder and just apply a little bit of it, you use your finger too, on top of the pimple patches, just to kind of mattify them a bit, and then I dab my finger on top so they just look more skin-like and not so like shiny in your face. I mean, you're still gonna see them, they're not completely invisible, but it does kind of help, you know, mask them as much as possible. I find when I apply pimple patches like on the side of my face, I don't even bother with this, but they're like smack in the middle of my face right now. So I like to do a little something. All right, so now for my favorite part of the look is the lips. So I'm just gonna take a tissue and just rub off any, of the green corrector, any of the sunscreen that may have gone off. I already have small lips, so I don't want them to get even smaller because of the makeup. And in this case, sometimes I will take a lip liner just to define like my upper lip a bit more, just like the outline. As you can see there, nothing crazy. And then I love a gloss, especially a tinted gloss. There is something about putting on a lip gloss that makes me feel unstoppable. If I am walking around and I go like, and I feel that lip gloss on my lips, oh, I love it. I used to not wear lip products very much because I thought if I have acne, it doesn't look good. But now I'm like, whatever, I love wearing them. Sorry, I meant if they were tinted. I didn't want to wear them if I wasn't covering my skin. But now I'm like, whatever, I like wearing them, so let me just wear them regardless. And look how pretty that shade is. It just provides a little bit color back to the face. I love it. I love that. It just like makes me feel so put together, and it's like that no makeup look. Okay, take down the hair. You see what I mean with the hair? It just like elevates the look so much that like I don't even care how my skin looks right now if my hair looks like this, you know? And then the last piece of advice I have is jewelry. Jewelry always makes me feel put together, elevated, and older too. Like I find acne makes me look really young. Like people always think I'm younger just because of my acne. So that's why I feel more like adult if I have jewelry on, and then a good outfit. You know, wear something that you feel confident in always. But that is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love this kind of look because it just makes me feel free in my skin and like I have control again. And that is the best feeling when you have acne, because when you have acne, it feels like the acne is controlling you. So you gotta turn that a bit around a little. You gotta turn that mindset around a little bit. I talk a lot about how I managed to get there on my podcast, Loud Talk with Lavi, so definitely go check that out if you're interested in more, you know, like of the discussions behind how to gain more of a positive mindset and start looking at things a little bit differently. But I hope you guys enjoyed this skincare tutorial. I guess it was a skincare tutorial for how to feel more confident and just like your skin but a bit better, you know. That's the type of look we were going for. Go check out the Nova Herbivore Serum. I love this stuff. This 50% vitamin C is one of my go-tos now, so definitely go check that out. I'll have it down below in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video and getting ready with me. I love you guys all so much. Remember to tell yourself something you love about your skin today, and go check out my Instagram and TikTok. I post daily content on there. I also have the podcast, as I mentioned, and my Discord channel if you want to chat with me more. And you can also shop my brand 9to5skin at 9to5skin.com. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Tell me, baby, what's the